What's up, y'all? This is Josh Liu, back with the Big Three and Beyond. Today's June 24, 2013. Yeah, that's that. Of course, you know that Phil Collins in the Air Tonite. Well, that's the song I did earlier this year. I knocked out and got Phil Collins doing the hook. I love that. I love the way that song came out. You know what I'm saying? Definitely gonna be released on my album Exist to Feel Good. But anyways, let's go ahead and get to business. That's what here you want to hear your weekly sports. You know, first we got congratulations to the Chicago Blackhawks for winning the Stanley Cup tonight. They come from behind 2 late goals to beat the Boston Bruins to go ahead and win the Stanley Cup. And also we're gonna talk about that guy Nik Wallenda from the famous Wallenda family, who are famous for the tire wire axe, who crossed the Grand Canyon about a mile across. We gotta talk about him for sure, because I was blown away by that. I couldn't even turn away from that because I thought he might fall off. Which I'm glad he made it. Number 3, we gotta talk about Aaron Hernandez's latest troubles. You know, he's now ruled out as a suspect. And then also we're gonna talk about my final thoughts about the NBA Finals. You know, I'll tell you what I think about it. You know, they just had their championship parade today. And also we'll talk about Nadal being out in the first round of the Wimbledon Championships, which just got underway today. So we're gonna talk about that. And also, you know, of course, I gotta give you my weekly shout outs to you know, people who I think are got it, you know, just, you know, it's my weekly shout out. So let's go ahead and start with the Chicago Blackhawks. Like I said, congratulations for winning the Stanley Cup. They beat the Boston Bruins in 6 games. They did it in Boston. They come from behind it in like dramatic fashion. They shocked the Boston crowd and won 3-2. And now they're the champs. That's about all I can say about that. I apologize. I'm not on. That's one sport I'm not really suited for. I'm into baseball, football, basketball, tennis, golf, you know, Olympics, NASCAR, whatever. Just don't follow hockey. So to all you hockey fans, I'll apologize, but you know, congratulations to the Chicago Blackhawks. Number 2, Nik Wallenda. Last night on Discovery Channel, I'm sure most of y'all watched it, crossed across the little Colorado River Gorge, which was near the Grand Canyon. They did say Grand Canyon, but it wasn't actually the Grand Canyon. They wouldn't let him do it over the Grand Canyon, but the Navajo Nation and you know, they allowed it for him to do his high wire act over there. He was, like I said, 1,400 feet across, which is roughly a quarter mile away, on a 2-inch steel wire, and 1,500 feet high, which is taller than the Empire State Building. And it took him. He actually crossed it, and I couldn't believe it. It took him 22 minutes and 54 seconds to do this feat. And it's never been done before, and I don't know if it'll ever be done again. He did it also, on top of this, he did it with no safety harnesses, no net. So if he would have fell, he would have been dead. There'd have been nothing catching him or nothing. So I got nothing but great respect and admire this guy for having the courage and the faith. You know, he has the faith because, you know, he was, you know, talking about God and Jesus and being there with him, keep the winds away, you're the King of Kings and all that. And I'm not the most religious person in the world, but, you know, he had Joel Osteen over there, which I really like. I really admire Joel Osteen. So he had his whole family right there waiting for him in the end. So it was a great story. Definitely worthy for around the world. Definitely more than just a national headline. To me, it's really huge. Like I said, he did the Niagara Falls stunt where he crossed Niagara Falls last year, but he did have like a safety harness or whatever like that. So I want to congratulate Nik Wallenda. You did an awesome job. And also next, he's supposedly, they asked him what do you want to do next. He's supposedly going to cross between the New York's Chrysler and the Empire State Building. So you know what I'm saying? Stay strong and keep blowing us away. The next thing I'm gonna talk about is Aaron Hernandez. You know, the Patriots tight end, who he's not ruled out as a suspect for 27-year-old Odin Lloyd, whose body, like I said, I want to get you up to speed, whose body was found last Monday, like I said, on the 17th, by a jogger in an industrial park, less than a mile away from Hernandez's home. And right after that, Hernandez, messed up his security system, totally deactivated and all that. He had a professional cleaning crew clean his house, and his phone was all smashed into pieces when the FBI, whoever, authorities got a warrant or access to getting what they needed to get to see what kind of evidence, you know, they can get against him. And supposedly this guy Odin was an acquaintance of Aaron Hernandez, and he was dating Hernandez's his fiance's sister, so they knew each other and everything like that. I'm not gonna say he is a suspect yet. It's too early to tell. They're still getting all the evidence, but you know, I definitely think there's something going on. He's either covering up for for the people that did kill this guy, or there's something of it just don't add up. Like today, they were fishing through a stream near his house to see if they could find anything relevant to the case. And also this past Saturday, they were in Hernandez's home. They had a warrant trying to get evidence, and they did come up with some like a few bags of stuff that the authorities come out with. So Hernandez, I mean, I hope the guy, I couldn't even fathom why would you want to do that, you know. I couldn't even think. You have so much to lose, you know what I'm saying. You're an NFL player, you know, you're making good money and everything. You got a life that many people envy, including me. You know, I just got a regular full-time job, you know, just trying to come up. So anyways, only time will tell, right? The next thing, I'm going to give you my NBA Finals thoughts. Miami had their championship parade there. Eric Spoelstra was there. You saw LeBron James, King James with a big fat stogie smoking a cigar. Yeah, Dwayne Wade throwing up the three for the three-peat that they hope to get. And all the players and all the thing with their kids and everything like that. You know, it was all good. You know, they were having a duck whenever they're crossing through, I guess, the bridges or the other roads they're going under. So I guess you could call it like a little quack, the little duck parade. But anyway, you gotta respect what they did. You know, Miami was on the ropes in Game 6 because the Spurs were up like 5 or 6 points with like 30 seconds left, and even their fans thought it was over with. They even were going out, you know, thought it was over with, you know, until a few things happened to help turn that game around. You know, Spurs missing free throws, Ray Allen hitting that big three. So, you know what? I got to give a lot of credit to Miami Heat, but also I will say that the Spurs kind of blew that Game 6. Because once they lost that game, I knew Miami Heat was going to win Game 7. Because I knew Miami Heat was going to come out not as flat, they're going to come out better. And you saw what happened. And look, my boy Shane Battier, I got to grab my boy Shane Battier. You know, he used to be a Houston Rocket. Man, he came out, he hadn't played at all. You know, and he hit like 5 or 6 threes. Man, I got nothing but love for you, Shane Battier. You're awesome. You've always been a true professional. So, we'll see if they three-peat or not. I'm hoping maybe my Houston Rockets will have something to say about that. Maybe if they get Dwight Howard, which they're still in the running for. They're gonna have to probably. They said they'll give up Thomas Robinson. You know, that young player that got out of Sacramento a few months ago. You can't forget about Chicago Bulls with Derrick Rose coming back. You can't forget about the Pacers with Danny Granger coming back because he was hurt all year. Look how far they went. They tested Miami. And you can't forget about also the Thunder, of course, and you know the other few good Western Conference teams they have. So only time will tell. Then we also got to talk about Rafael Nadal. You know, he lost in the first round to this journeyman that nobody's ever heard of in the first round, to Steve Darcis. He was ranked 135 in the world. He lost in straight sets to him, 7-6, 7-6, 6-4. He just won the French Open like less than a month ago. You know, he came back after being out for 7-8 months with injuries and everything, and he came back fresh and had a good clay court season, and ended up with a big bang with the French Open for the 8th time. But you can't come out, because I consider you one of the greats. You can't come out there in the Wimbledon and be out in the first round. There's no way. So either you just had a bad match, you know, one of those bad matches, or your knees are worse than, you know, than you're actually putting on. You know what I'm saying? I hope not, because I'm a big Nadal fan. So I'm hoping you can strive on, and which I'll probably be Federer or Djokovic, probably. You know, probably Djokovic. He's probably the best player right now on the planet. So only time will tell. Now I'm going to give you my shout outs. Gotta give my shout out to Jay Pengel. He's an up and comer local Houston artist. He's worked with Slim Thug. He's done a lot of work with my fam, Criminal. You know what I'm saying? He did a lot of. He's very talented. He sings and he's a rapper. You know what I'm saying? He's pretty much the hook killer. We call him the hook killer because he kills them hooks. You know, he's worked with a lot of artists. So if you're listening to me right now and you're a local artist, you probably know who I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? So, and also he was also on my track, Put It Down. Shout out to FM for putting that awesome beat. Also shout out to all the idiots on YouTube. I gotta thank Miss Utah for doing that stupid answer like last week. So now I started looking up dumbest contestants on game shows, dumbest beauty pageant contestants. You could be on there for hours on end just looking up all these idiots on here, like on The Price is Right, Wheel of Fortune, you know, Deal or No Deal. Shoot. Anyway, yeah, you go on YouTube all day, so shout out to all the idiots on YouTube. It's awesome. And then the final shout out, I want to do a final shout out to my mom. I love you, Mom. I would not have anybody replace my mom. She's number one in my book. She raised me, you know, just been with me through thick and thin, through my ups and downs. You know, I'm not even in my best spot right now. You know, I'm looking to really come up and show the world what I got. Especially musically. So, you know, I know you're always busy, you never turn your back on me. So I love you, Mom. So anyways, I appreciate you tuning in for this week of Big 3 and Beyond. Oh, by the way, the Astros have got a big series coming up starting tonight against the Cardinals. And you know Beltran's on the Cardinals now, so that's just another reason to hate Beltran. So anyways, let's go ahead and jam on it. And I'll see y'all next week.